Hi, this is Gregory M. Smith. I'm the designer of Zeppelin Raider, and I thought I'd run a quick mission through just to show you how to do it, as was requested. So I'm going to take a P class in May of 1915 and start the standard game. I'm a Capitan Leutnant. I have 1 prestige point for the rules. My crew is at trained, which is the base standard level. I have full fuel, and I'm taking the full ballast. Now notice I actually could have increased my ballast to 1 extra box, but that would require me to take 1 less point of bombs. And I don't want to do that because I want to bomb London. I'm assuming my mission is to bomb London. So I've got a bomb load of 4. I'm taking that as 3 regular bombs and 2 incendiaries, which counts as 1 bomb point. So that's 4 bomb points total, 3 and 2 incendiaries. And I have my 3 parachute flares loaded. I'm on the ground, and I am based at Haga. So we'll scoot this down so I can show you the map. And my mission is to bomb London. So go ahead and roll for the starting weather. Okay, rolled a 1. It is in the spring. A 1 gives me clear but windy. So that means I need to roll for wind direction. Up at the top of the map, rolled a 5. So that is, we'll have a tailwind heading to London, but a headwind coming home. So we move the marker to where the wind is going there. And we are ready to start. So, first thing we do is we take off. Up ship, move out my Zeppelin out to C box number C, Charlie. First thing I do is I adjust my altitude. Now I get 1 for free. This is known as dynamic lift. As long as if I ever go to half engines or less, I lose this box. So the Zeppelin itself is a little bit of a lifting body. And so that's what that dynamic lift represents. So we get one free altitude box as long as our engines are running over half. So that's good. I'm going to drop 2 ballast. And that brings me up to 3. But I've crossed an altitude band, which means that I have to vent one of my cells. And then that drops me back down because I've lost some gas. So I'm going to drop another ballast, and that puts me back up. You only have to pay this penalty, so I put this little marker indicating I've crossed the band. You only have to pay the penalty once for crossing the band. So if I go back down and back up again, I don't have to pay again. I just pay that once. All right, so we only have 3 boxes of ballast left. That's bad. But we're at altitude 3, which should be pretty good when dealing with aircraft, at least at this stage of the war. So that's good. All right, so next thing we do is roll for mechanical failure. In the very first box, we're not going to roll to change the weather. That doesn't happen in the first box we traveled. But we are going to have to roll for random mechanical breakdown. And that's chart A5, because these engines were notoriously unreliable. And I roll 7, middle of the chart, life is good. All right, no problems. Now, the other thing we do is every box we go into on the map, we're going to roll for encounters. Now, over the North Sea, there's no enemy aircraft at night, but we still need to roll just to see if we roll boxcars and get a random event. And we do not. All right, so that's good. So, moving right along, we will go to the next box, which is, oh, yeah, and I got to burn my fuel. Burned half a box of fuel going out to area C. And now we're going to travel down to area B, as in Bravo. This costs us another half a box of fuel. We're traveling with the wind. The engines are still running. I mean, technically it's better for us not to be against the wind. But that brings us, well, the first box went to half, and the second box we traveled brought us down to number 7 here in the full status. So the marker flips for whether you've burned half of a point or not. All right, We're now in area B. Now we need to roll for weather change. And we roll an 8, and it's in the spring, no change. All right, that's good. So once again, mechanical breakdown, which technically happens first. On chart A5, I rolled a 10. I just lost an engine. So that sucks. So the engine is in op. Well, it's actually technically considered damaged. Just damage engine number 1. Now to repair it, at the end of the turn, we get to roll on chart B4 under the engines. If we roll a 1 or 2, we fix it. 3 or 4, it's still broke. And 5 or 6, it's permanently broke for the rest of the mission. And, oh, I am a good player. All right, so fix the engine. Cool beans. Get rid of that. So we're back up. All right, so next box. Travel. And we've just arrived at Norwich. We're going to burn another half point of fuel to get there. Half a box of fuel. We're at 3. High enough. Things can go south. We need to now random mechanical breakdown, of course, for gas cell leak. Well, this is actually good. So that's bad. We are leaking in a gas cell. And now we have weather change. And that's an 8, which at this stage, spring 8, no change. All right, good. Now, it's the end of the turn. Well, now, first things is counter. Now, we're over land, so now we can actually bump into night fighters from land-based aircraft from London or Norwich or wherever, but we see nothing with an 8. Now I have to try to fix the leaking gas cell. So the way this works is it's leaking. If we fix it right away, we don't lose a box. So that would be good. If we don't fix it right away, we lose, we'll be vented. A 6, of course not. So we're still leaking. So what happens there is now it becomes leaking 1. Means it's still leaking and we've lost 1 box of lift, which by the way drops us over here. Jeez. Okay, this is getting a little risky, but I'm going to drop another ballast to climb back up. And notice I'm not penalized for crossing the altitude band. I paid the one-time penalty already. So now we're back up to level 3. Well, we really need to fix that. All right. Now it's time to travel, and we have arrived at London. All right. First things first is altitude change. I'm happy, more or less. Mechanical breakdown. 6, nothing. That's good. Weather change. 6. Springtime. 6, no change. All right. So now we're going to try to bomb London. So first things first, we roll in the nav chart and see if we know where the hell we're at. 2. Yes, we do. Success. That being a success, we'll pull out the London chart and we'll roll. It's a 40 thing, so we'll roll a 6-sider, high-low, and then the 20-sider. Get in there. 16 plus a high number means it's number 20 plus 16, 36. A tailor shop. All right, you know what? I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to bomb the darn thing. All right, so, oh, that doesn't give me any points. All right, screw it. We're going to spend another fuel. Half a box of fuel, burn a flare, look around. Yes, success. So now we get to roll again. I'm doing this because I just didn't like the shop. So now I have low plus 18 is 18. The War Office. All right, I'm all over this. So we get bombing points and life is good. It counts because it's a military target. So we are bombing the War Office. So we are going to drop everything. So we're at medium, unfortunately, for this chart. First bomb. Hit! Oh, man. Miss! Miss! First incendiary is a miss. Second incendiary is a hit. All right, so one incendiary hits, and that does a whopping $1, 1 point of damage to the War Office, and my one bomb that hits, of course, does 1 point. So I did 2 points of damage to the War Office. Duly noted on the log. Now I'm going to drop parachute flares because I want to blind the gunners, because now we'll see, first we roll searchlights. 9, no effect, so I was not spotted or coned or spotted, thank God. So we are just straight up normal on the AA chart. So the searchlights didn't cone me or spot me. I am at medium, so I got a +1 to the star roll. So I'm going to take a couple of hits here. First AA hit is a 6, which becomes a 5. Which is ineffective. So I will take that. Second AA attack is a snake eyes, completely ineffective. Which is too bad because I wanted to show you some damage, but that's all right. So the AA basically totally missed me. I bombed the War Office for 2 whopping points. It's time to get the heck out of Dodge. All right, so we're going to turn around, but now we're heading into the wind. So our next box, we're going to spend basically a full box of fuel to get back to Norwich. This is going to be bad. This is going to be really tight on fuel getting home. All right. And again, the normal things apply. We roll for mechanical breakdown. No effect. The weather change is a snake eyes. That's got to be something. Nope. It's clear windy, and it started clear windy, so that's no effect. Random encounter. Oh yeah, 3 is nothing. I forgot to roll for my encounter over London. It could be a night fighter. Let's back it up and we'll do that. 6, nothing. All right. Moving to area B, I burn another full box of fuel, so that's problematic. Roll for mechanical is good. Weather change is 5 is okay, the weather has changed to rain. So what that does for us is that I lose 2 boxes of lift because of the weight of the water on the Zeppelin. So it's like, oh, suck. So I go down to, well, you know what? I'm just going to drop 2 ballast immediately to counteract it. So we'll stay at 3, but now I have no ballast left. But, you know, we're almost home, so that's okay. Roll for my, nope. That was for my random event. So now I'm back to box C. I drop another full box of fuel because I'm still going against the wind. The wind is pushing this way. These things were very susceptible to wind, obviously. And roll for my random mechanical for... Oh, I forgot to fix my fuel on my leaking gas cell. We'll fix that. All right. So I just rolled a 4. So I just had another gas cell leak, which is why I remembered the first one was leaking. All right, so let's go back. At London, I have to fix my gas cell. And I'm a good player. So I halted the leak. So that one did go away. All right, so now we're at box Charlie, box C box C. I have another leaker that's just happened. It's the end of the term. I'm going to try to fix it. I fail, I lose, I go to leaking 1, I drop another altitude. Looks like we won't have to vent gas to land, we can just land because we're running out of gas. All right, so then basically I make it home. Last box, at half a point of fuel. We make it home with 1 box of fuel to go, so that was good. And that's how you run a mission, more or less. Hope this was helpful. Bye.